Hey Jacob, it's good to see you again. Thank you for sitting down with me again to go back over our proposition. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Weather's better.
hmm
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, good. I'm glad to hear. So basically, for this meeting, what we're going to do is I'm going to recap what we have discussed already, and then if there are more questions that you have since our last meeting, go ahead. You will be welcome to bring them up. If there is none, I will go over kind of how we would be able to fit for you and your company, and we will see where we go from there. So, um, in our last meeting, we discussed some of the issues you're experiencing with your current HVAC unit. You had said that your HVAC unit for bunk D and C were messed up, and that's correct.
Yes, and they're still messing.
Right. And along with that, because there's not much insulation in the bunks, it really messes with the temperature. Like the temperature is really according to what it is outside within those bunks, correct?
Yes.
Right. And because of the fluctuation in temperature, it's you can't get customers to really rent those bunks out, and so you have to leave them vacant. And in doing so, it cuts a portion of your profits off, correct?
Yes, sir.
And your customers are your biggest amount of marketing since in your field it's very hard to market in other traditional senses. So word of mouth marketing is the best, and therefore, if customers don't like their stay, which you have told me before that under a 5 star is not really good for you and your company. So it's very important that customers enjoy so that when they review and tell others, they will tell how wonderful it is. And therefore, if you're not getting that publicity in that press, it really puts a detriment on your company. Is that correct?
Yes. Word of mouth and definitely there's marketing.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything that I missed or anything you would like to add?
Um, Nothing I can think of right now. If something comes up, I'll probably bring it up. Maybe at the end.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Well, um, based on what I learned from our last meeting, I would like to now move on to what I have for you and why I think that we would be a good partner for you. And so I will share my screen. And we will go to this presentation. And so here's what we have for our HVAC unit. So this unit is very similar to the one that you have already. Um, the difference
It
is,
hasn't loaded in yet.
oh, sorry.
There it is.
Do
No, you're
you,
good.
okay. So this is what we have. Um, our unit is very similar to the unit that you have right now. The difference with our units is that they include these features. So we really pride ourselves on being very energy efficient. We don't want to make you use more electricity than you're using already in your daily operations. And so this really focuses on minimizing the amount of energy that it puts out. Also, we have programmable thermostats, so you can program the temperature that you want from a distance, and you won't have to manually go up to it and adjust it how you like. So when it's hot, you can put it on a cold temperature, and when it's cold, you can put it on a hot temperature and plan it ahead of time instead of having to switch depending on the weather, because we know that Kentucky weather is very iffy, not very predictable. Along with that, we have variable speed systems. This is what helps with the energy efficiency, but you can increase or decrease the speed of how much it puts out. And what will make your customers the happiest is probably our quiet operation. So our systems do not use super loud engines, or when they go, their mechanisms aren't loud, and it's very soft, very barely. Um, you can barely hear them. It's very much like a faint background noise, um, but it will produce everything that
Yeah.
you need. Along with that, you had told us about how your subcontractors are busy. Well, what we do at Insco HVAC is that we have in house repair workers that are on call 24/7. So, like this. This is a testimonial from David Burns. He said that our heating system went off in the middle of the night last winter. A repairman was sent and fixed our problem in 30 minutes. Without Insco HVAC, we would have been frozen. Our repair workers, unlike subcontractors who have um, it's all on their timing when they're available to come and look at your system and fix it. What we do, it's a part of our job to come and make sure that our systems are running. So we keep people on the line 24/7. So whenever there's a problem with your system, they will be there as soon as possible, get it fixed, whether it's 12 at noon or 12 midnight. They will be there to help you whenever you need help. Now, I will move back to you. Can you see me okay?
Yeah, the connection when you closed down the PowerPoint was a little spotty, so if you said something, I just missed it. But yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Um, so before you have any questions, I would like to go ahead and put up these thoughts based on what we have talked about your needs assessment. So I know that with your other provider, you probably have everything that you need at the moment, with a discount as well. But with them, you still have to call your subcontractors in to fix your problems that you're having. And not only are you spending money on calling them to come in and fix, and they're not staying fixed, not only are you spending money for every visit that they come, but you also have to wait for the time that they're available to come, which means it takes off days of your operation where your bunks um, won't be available to be used. Along with that, I know that you might feel like switching providers would increase the price, and that at the moment you don't have a lot of wiggle room when it comes to um, getting a new provider. But I will assure you that the units that we use actually cost a little less than your current units. Um, and if you are willing to replace the units, both units that you have right now in bunks D and C, that will give you a 15% discount on the purchase together. And your first repair for each of them separately, which won't be for a while, I can assure you, but the first repair that you need will be free.
Wow, that's quite an offer there, sir.
Well, we just try to provide the best for um, our customers. So now, have I answered all the questions that you have, or addressed all of your concerns, or is there something you have?
The main, besides like the main ones that came to mind, mostly you've covered, like price, and the discount. That sounds amazing. And then also with the price also comes uh, our machines we're using right now, the HVAC systems we're using right now. They're not the most energy efficient. We'll be able to fit in that cost as well. But the main concern I have now is like we're all the way out in Falmouth, which is kind of in the middle of nowhere. So I didn't know if like you got a guesstimate amount of time. Like if we had called in, obviously they have to get their stuff ready, but just like from your office to our location, like the distance to get there is like the main concern. But they're when I call basically within the same day, that's almost already better than subcontract in some cases. Like obviously some subcontractors that I know are just like fix it, not all of them. So
Yeah, yeah, I understand. There are location closest to you. We have two locations, but the one closest to you is over in Highland Heights. So from Highland Heights to your location in Falmouth, um, or sorry, I'm getting them mixed up. The closest location we have to you is down in around Bracken County. So it might take about 25 to 30 minutes from our location in Bracken County to get over to you in Falmouth. So really,
wow,
same day, within an hour, you should have somebody at your house or at your property, fixing the systems and gone within the hour. So you you don't have anything to worry about on that scale.
wow, I didn't realize you guys were right in Bracken County. I
Yeah,
mean, Highland Heights is only 40 minutes up 27, but that's crazy.
sure.
Uh,
Yeah, that's where we were founded. That's where we were founded. So
wow, nice little county. Uh, thought I had one, and I can't remember. So right now, I think you've addressed the main concerns and questions. If I have any others, I'll probably just email them or call you.
okay, yeah, for sure. So from our discussion, from seeing that our units are energy efficient, and how we can get somebody out there to fix them whenever you need at a relatively quick pace, um, it sounds like to me that we can solve your HVAC problem. Would you agree on that?
I would agree. Yeah, I had my when we first met, but I think through the presentation discussions that it just makes more sense if I switch over right now.
I'm happy to hear that.
It seems better.
Okay, okay. Well, in that case, I would be very excited to become your new HVAC guy. If you're ready, I can begin the new clientele paperwork and we can get the ball rolling. Sound good?
Yeah, I mean, just send the paperwork right over, and we can form a little business partnership and move forward.
Okay. So I'll send you an email to summarize our meeting and our agreement. I'll include a copy of the sales contract for you to sign. I will also I'll let you know when what our current installation schedule is and when you can expect us to arrive there to put in your new units. Um, and I will contact you the day after the new units are put in to make sure that everything is going okay. All right?
Okay, sweet. Do you want me to print these papers out, or is it like electronic, or I just like click yes and then e-sign, or
We we are a little bit old fashioned. I would appreciate if you would. You can e-sign or you can physically print them out and sign it then. But I would like for you to sign it, and then um, when I send my guys out to install, they will they will get a copy from you and make sure that it is okay.
all right, sweet, sounds good to me.
All right. Thank you, Jacob. It's been a pleasure. I'm excited to see where our partnership goes.
I am too. I'm excited to get some bunks made and just in time for the beginning of the fast season, I guess. Yeah, March. Let's get them in.
Let's get them in. Thank you very much.
Thank you.